Hey everybody, welcome to the new video. This is Max from server 133. Hey guys, so in this video what happened is something which I had I don't even feel like making this video because I'll tell you what happened. So yes, the something in this video recorder that I used, in one of these settings I had disabled the audio recording because I was recording a player trying to point trade, and because if there is audio getting recorded, the video size gets heavy and the video becomes short. So I wanted the video to be recorded, the longer video, where I could somehow catch him point trading, and then I would cut out the rest of the part and share it with the developers. So that's the reason I had disabled the audio, and I made the new video which I was supposed to share with you guys, but I forgot to enable recording audio. So I'm remaking the video. However, the most interesting part is missed out and that's the actual heartbreak. So in this video I'll be talking about how I managed to complete my resource consuming event every time, even if I get partially inactive. So here's something which I'm going to share with you people, and you can try doing this. But if there are a lot of players from your server who have watched this video, then I guess this won't work for you. So here is what I do. It is very simple and it is very common that people trade their subordinate cities in exchange of resources. For example, I have got a certain subordinate city lineup and I am giving it to somebody, or a sub-city I'm giving it to somebody for a certain amount of resource. That is basically selling a subordinate city for resources. Remember, there is nothing, there is no rule or something that people cannot trade subordinate cities, and you cannot trade resources. It is against the rules of the developers and the game to sell the subordinate city resources, stamina, accounts for real money. But there is no rule that restricts you from trading a subordinate city with somebody or giving resources to somebody. It is absolutely fair and it is completely allowed to do that. You're completely allowed to do that. So let's talk about this thing, and this is the most exciting thing for you guys. So what I do is I have a team of subsidy stealers in my alliance, and what these guys do, they hold a subsidy which I steal, or they steal the subsidy on behalf of me, and we work like that. So what happens is, when we get a blue or a purple subordinate city which we do not want, like I have a proper lineup of Chinas right now on me, and I need to have one more golden China and my collection will be complete. Why is this in danger? Okay, now it should fix. So when I just tried to hit somebody, this guy reached and started hitting my sub. I completed the attack and I bubbled up in time, and luckily I had these unchecked, so my main city troops didn't fight at the sub city and I didn't lose them. Anyways, so this is the most interesting part. So we trade the subsidies on our server. We trade the purple American, we trade the purple Europe, because we have a complete lineup of purple subsidies. However, purple China is very important. We do not trade it, rather we let others of our team member use it, because it improves your training speed and at the same time your resource production, which you can see here in the buffs, the resource production speed and the training speed. Now what is the video going to highlight about is that we sell the subsidy for resources to players that we want to. We do not trade it with any random person. Whoever reaches out to us that, hey, I would like to grab the subsidy, what is your expectation or what is the offer, then we ask for resources, only resources, and depending on who is the one giving you the subsidy, you ask for resources accordingly. If there is a guy who is a very heavy coiner and he has a lot of stamina, you can trade a blue subordinate city for anything between 50 up to 100 stamina, 100 into 100 bottles of stamina for a blue subsidy. Now it is totally dependent on culture to culture, what culture of subsidy you are having for offer. Not every subsidy has the same value, and not every player prefers to have a PvP sub on their account or a gathering sub. Some prefer to have a construction sub, which is Europe. Some prefer to have a research sub, which is America. So speaking further, what I do is I trade the subsidies for resources, but I only give it to players who lack bubble discipline. So a person who has a good chance of dropping bubble, he is the ideal guy that I should trade a subordinate city with, because that guy has already lost some subsidies and he would want to have a good quality sub, and the good quality sub which he has, one of my alliance member will steal it again, or I will steal it again, and then we'll trade it to another person who frequently drops bubble. Now this happens in within one day. We end up getting one or two subsidies here and there, which gives us a lot of amount of resources easily. And sometimes one of these days we even had done something like this for 4 subordinate cities, of which 3 were purple: America and Europe. So we had a lot of resources coming in, and because of that I managed to complete my task of 5 billion each. Now there is one more thing in this video, is completing the event gather troop. Now it's loading, my screen is loading. After this new update, it takes a while for us to enter inside the keep. So let me talk to you about the gather troops event. Now this is one of my favorite troops, because in this event you get a premium general by the end. Epic historic general you get. And why is the game not working? Let's check again. It's still loading. Yeah, now it is better. So I already got the epic historic general. It's claimed and I opened it, but I'm not going to show it to you right now. Let's have the excitement for later. So first day is about increasing your power by 100 million. This you should not do it. You should hold on to this. Do not rush to do this. Day 1, the second part is cultivating a general for 1000 times. You can cultivate any general. You can even buy or recruit a white general from the tavern and cultivate it for 1000 times by using gold. It will be cheap. Or you can use gems and cultivate your higher quality generals, so that they achieve the plus 500 stats on the cultivation page. Day 2 is training speed ups and ground troop training. So 500,000 T13 ground troops have to be trained, which also gives you training speed ups, material, and runestone chest. Using the training speed ups gives you the gear chest, the dragon scales, and material along with the dragon scale. This dragon scale is the material dragon scale, and this dragon crystal is used for unlocking the purple dragon, which unlocks at the level 30 pasture, or can be used for refining the dragons, and can be sold for gems, which I would not recommend. Day 3 gives you mounted troop training, 500,000 mounted troop, which also gives you healing speed ups, material, runestone chest. And then there is range troop training, which gives you training speed ups, material, runestone chest, and refining stones also. Moving on to the day 4 gives you siege machine training, 500,000 of T13 and above. So I trained 100,000 T14 and then rest I trained T13. So that gives you healing speed ups, material, refining stone, and runestone chest. And then there's part 2, which is super easy. It's only going to cost you 160 million of primary resource and 80 million of secondary 2 resources. So you can train traps, 50,000 traps. And I would recommend you to achieve this, because this gives you the dragon scale, which is a material, very useful, advanced march troop speed up, and arrest warrant. These are all necessary elements. If you have a level 26 trap factory, train traps. Don't hesitate. Even if you're not going to complete the event, train traps. Destructive attack is killing 500,000 troops of players. So I basically attacked somebody who was unbubbled and I got the troop killing done. Luckily that player had all low power troops, so there was not a huge loss. And anyways, I wanted to get this done, so I had to be ruthless for once. And there is no nap on our server. We have a Monday nap in which people do the trading and all, but rest of the time there is no nap. However, this thing I completed with a very badass trick. Very badass trick. Let me tell you what I did. So I traded a purple American subordinate city with a K34 guy whose power was less, who recently got zeroed. So this is the terms and condition. This is the thing which I did with him. I will hit you and take your resources in return of the subsidy. The player agreed. Now I told him, if I'm going to hit you for 8 times, healing the wall is going to be costly. So I'm going to hit you for 10 times so that you get force put and your wall get restored. And to do that, I attacked him with a 500,000 march size. Like, it's my march size is huge, but I attacked him only with 500,000, so the amount of resource getting plundered is less. And by the time this is done, he will get force ported. So the guy agreed. He's like, okay, yeah, you can force port me. So I hit him for 10 times. His keep got force ported, and he was happy that okay, I got force ported. But in reality, I completed this. I got the material, the refining stone, the runestone chest, completed everything, and then I got the epic historic general token. Now, before I open the general and show you guys which one I got, I already opened the token because I recorded this video first, but the audio was missing. So I had to re-record the entire video, but I could not give you guys the excitement of experiencing what general I got. So I want you to basically pause this video and go to the comment section and type in the name of the general that you think I will be getting, or that you think I have already got. Remember, this video was already recorded, but the audio was missing. So at that time I opened up the general in the video, and that I don't have it in this part of the video. But you can just comment which epic historic general I have received by opening the epic historic general token. And now we are going to be showing you the moment of truth. I got the general, the epic historic general in this gather troop event, ladies and gentlemen, is a second Prince Raegar. I had one of him. This was the second one which I got. So I've got two Prince Raegar on me. So this is what I got by the gather troop event. Also, I managed to complete the Plantagenet dynasty, and I got Harald from that. Harald is a good subordinate city general. He reduces the enemy troops attack by 10% and reduces enemy troops HP by 10%. So that's like 80% of debuff he is giving. 40% on the attack, 40% on the HP. So good general. Go for him. You will really enjoy having such debuffs on your subcities. And guys, I think this should be it. So with this I conclude the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, if you like the content, you can buy me a beer. I have put up a link. This is basically a platform that allows viewers to support the content creator. I found it on one of the YouTubers link, and I thought that I could use the same thing on my channel. So feel free to comment, and if you have got any questions, let me know. You can also reach out to me in the mail like many players do. And more than that, also I do paid Zoom sessions in which we do a one-to-one, in which I have a look at your account, also help you understand some of the game mechanics, try to clear all your doubts that I can. The reason that I charge for it is not for sharing the knowledge, but for the time that I'm giving it, and that's what I charge for. Well, if you can, you are always welcome to send me messages and mails. I respond to it. Sometimes I respond after a few hours, that's when I'm sleeping, but rest of the time I respond to it. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, guys. With this I conclude the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Max from server 133 signing out. I will see you next time.